Hi, I'm Elaine Bailey, owner and founder of Elaine Bailey International Limited and LiveBrilliant Coaching Solutions. Now, I want to talk to you directly on video today to answer a few questions that we've recently got since the launch of the LiveBrilliant Women's Retreat, which is happening on the 11th to the 13th of November 2011. Now, I did think about actually writing an e-zine about the retreat, or even actually just doing some Q&A and writing some questions on the website. And then I thought it's just as easy just to talk to you face to face on video. So here we go. So I'd like to answer the main questions that were asked, and they're all around really, what is a women's retreat? And what might I expect to happen while I'm actually attending a weekend retreat like this? So if I take that first question first of all, well, women's retreats can be all kinds of different things. They can be spiritual focused, they can be behavioural focused or practical focused. And there's a whole host of them out there. You just Google women's retreats and see what comes up. Now, my coaching practice and my approach is soul-based, but it's also behavioural and practical. And my background comes from very much from the learning and development field, where I've been working for the last more than 20 years now, more years than I care to remember actually. So within that, I bring this to the actual table, but I also bring a soul level and a spiritual level to it as well. But it's certainly not going to be woo-woo. We're not going to be hugging trees. We're not going to be floating around and dancing and things like that. It really is about you taking time for you. My coaching philosophy is based on the Brilliant Life program, which is my coaching model really, and where I work from. And it provides a great framework. There are 6 stepping stones to success for you to create your brilliant life. And we'll use this almost like a backbone for the 3 days of the retreat. But we're not going to be doing lots and lots of exercises and activities and doing homework and all the things that you have on courses and workshops. Far from it. There'll be a lot of space and time for you to reflect built into each of the sessions. So I just want to take you really quickly through the 6 stepping stones to success, because these will answer the other questions that were presented around this retreat that I'm going to be running. So the first step is all around clarity, and it's about getting clear and getting focused. So it's very rare we get an opportunity in a busy world to actually think, because we spend much of our time doing. We don't get time to create a little bit of space, and I'm going to create and hold this space for you for the whole of the weekend. So you get time to, within that space, to be able to think, to be able to rest, to be able to relax, and to focus on what's important to you so you can get clear. And that's our first step. The second stepping stone is, once you've got clear and you've actually focused on your intention of what you want to achieve, whether that's a big change or a small change in your life or in your business, then the second step is to decide to do it. And that's huge, because often we kind of take a hesitant attempt at it, but we don't actually clearly decide and give 100% commitment to it. So a decision is our second step. Once we've got that clarity and we've decided and we start moving towards things, then inevitably the dirt starts to come up. Now, I'm sure you may have heard of the analogy about planting a seed. And when you plant a seed, the first thing that comes up is not the shoot. The shoot has to find its way through the dirt, and it pushes the dirt aside so it can actually clear the ground and start to grow and start to emerge. So the metaphor of the dirt really is for us things that no longer serve us. And once that dirt starts to come up, then we can start to clear it and move it. Now, it could be that these are just things that habits and patterns that no longer serve us, things that might get in the way. And I call these roadblocks, and this is our third step. And that is about removing roadblocks. And there are 2 key drivers to roadblocks. One of them is here. It's our thinking, it's our internal thoughts, it's our patterns and habits. And the second element to this is our external roadblocks. So it could be other people, it could be our skill sets, it could be a whole host of things that are externally presented to us that might prevent us from moving forward or making the change that we want to see. So that's our third stepping stone. The fourth stepping stone is all around integration. And integration is about creating that space. It's about allowing some space into our lives, stepping back, creating a clearing from which we can relax, unwind, and new ideas start to emerge. It's really is fertile ground for thinking. I don't know about you, but I can think of the number of times where I've gone out for a walk and maybe been in the woods and I've thought of ideas for projects, or maybe an e-zine or something like that. It's amazing where those ideas come from, and they often come from that stillness, when we allow a little bit of that stillness into our lives. So that's the integration piece. Then we move on to the fifth stepping stone, which is transition. Now, transition itself is the biggie. Life is all about transition. From the day that we are born to the day that we die, and whatever you believe in beyond, we are evolving, moving, changing and growing. Things and people come into our lives and out of our lives all the time. And the challenge for us is actually being able to handle that, to be able to deal with it. It's about creating new comfort zones for ourselves as we move through these transitions, these natural transitions in life. And how we create a new normal for ourselves as a result of that. So I will help you and guide you with tools and techniques to help you move through the transitions, because how I see it is we have two choices. We can learn to embrace the transitions, whether they're big or whether they're small in our lives, and learn to swim with it, or ultimately we can get run over by it because we're not prepared and we don't know how to deal with it and we get stuck. And our final stepping stone is action. And this is about creating conscious, deliberate action. Step at a time that will move you forward, make some change, and make things really happen for you. I don't know about you, but I have met people and I've coached people who are really good at articulating what they want to do and how they want to do it. But when it actually comes around to getting off their ass and actually doing the work, leaning in, having the discipline to do it and the persistence, then they fall away because they just don't want to do it. So what I want to do on the Sunday before you leave is to give you some care and attention and help you to create some action points, some doable actions that will really help you hit the ground running when you return back to your normal lives on Sunday afternoon. And for the next 3 people who sign up for this women's retreat before midnight on Friday the 14th of October, you will get a free complimentary 45-minute coaching session, telephone coaching session with me, and I'll help you to move forward and support you as you make the changes that you want to see. I'm so excited to be running this retreat in November, and I hope it resonates with you too and you'll decide to come along. By the way, if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Drop me a line at events@elainebaileyinternational.com and we'll answer the questions straight away. Oh, and by the way, if I don't answer the questions, then one of my team might answer the questions for you. This is Maggie, and she's one of the slower members of the team, but she's very good at admin. So I look forward to seeing you real soon in November in Sleepy Dorset. From me and Maggie. Bye-bye.